right, and welcome back to Leslie Thorne Gym in Kinwell's Court. Well, the Bremerton Knights, well, they've dug themselves a hole, 39-20, and they've done it with turnovers, and of course, a bigger sized Port Angeles Rough Riders. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points for Isaiah Shamp, the 6'5" junior. 12 points for Brian Hoke, all 3-pointers off the bench. 5 points for Parker Nicholson, 2 points for Hunter Dunning and Alba. Actually, Alba had a 3 to end the first quarter, which was a long 3. Not much scoring-wise for the Bremerton Knights. Trent Bomer leads the way with 10, 6 points for Candango. And then we get Anderson with 3 and Pete with 1. And that pace is your scoring for the Bremerton Knights. So you have to do a lot more. Get themselves back in this basketball game, Jim.
Yeah, without some more offense on the floor, I mean, I think Sam Tucker's still sitting there on the bench, so there really isn't an offensive player for Bremerton on the floor. I mean, Pete thinks he is.
Well, they're missing some key cogs to help themselves out, and here we come back to start the second half. There's Shamp with an 18 to 13-footer off the mark. And the clock reset. Hunter is fouled by the Knights. Candango gets his second. Knights will get their first team. Inbounds, the Shamp just rips it right away from Candango. Turns, spins, and fires from 13 off the mark. Chasing the ball down is Bomer. Tries to get it back to Peets. And there we're getting a paw on it. The jab went out of bounds was Tyler Hunter. Peets will face through quarter pressure, fired underneath the near baseline to Klega. Bomer, Klega, Bomer, top Peets. And the steadfast defense of the Port Angeles Rough Riders will ward off that threat, and the Knights will reset offensively. Candango near side, tries to get it back on top to Bomer, and getting a leg out there to kick it out of bounds is Dallas Dunning, the 6'4" junior. Knights will inbounds to Peets. 26 on the shot clock. 7:09 to go here in the third, just getting underway and firing a pass underneath. Klega skips by everybody and out of bounds under unforced Knights turnover.
Yeah, that's Klega's third turnover of the game.
Long we're bringing it out of backcourt. Gives the defense to Peets. There's no way to get the ball to. Now coming to get it is Nicholson on the near angle. Flips the far side. The baseline now to Shamp, playing out beyond the 3-point line. A little 2-man game. Back to Shamp, but a nice feed by Dallas Dunning. Shamp scores again. 16 points for Shamp now. 41-20. Here's Bomer. 41-22. Bomer adds to his scoring total for today. 12 points for Bomer. Turnover by Port Angeles. On the run is Bomer. Goes up. That's a shot blocked by Dunning. Pulled down by Long. Gives it up to Hunter. Cross-court pass to Nicholson. Drives in. Flips a deflected pass out to Long. He eyes a 3. Can't get it to convert. Try to save it from going out of bounds. Here's Dallas Dunning, and he hits the big man who was in the way. Isaiah Shamp. Well, it's hard to miss that body, Jim. Candango out on top, 41-22. Port Angeles by 19. Up picking his Peets. Drives in, cut off there by the defensive Shamp. Sheet all 6-7 to him. That would change your mind in a hurry. Peets will get it out to Klega. Who hands it off to Peets, and the Knights will set up the offense one more time with 3 on the shot clock. Long shot by Peets on an afterthought. Misses iron, hits a window, and ricochets in the hands of Tyler Hunter, who gives it off to Long. Drives in, free throw line. Here's a nice pass by Long. On the baseline is Nicholson, who scoops and scores. 7 points for him. 43-22. 21-point lead now by Port Angeles. Clegg has the ball jabbed away from behind by Hunter. Long we're bringing out of backcourt to Nicholson. Drives left baseline on the far side, hands out to Shample against the 5'4" Klega. We talked about that matchup earlier. The 6'7" Shamp against the 5-4. Claygun, no matchup there. Lays it up and in. He's fouled by Claygun to push off. (45-22). We always interview the player of the game, and I'm dreading standing next to Champ. Me at 5'10". Yeah, and it'll be a good call, Jim. Like I said, on the first bleacher. And I'll still be looking him in the chest. Misses a free throw to Champ, and a battle for the rebound. A volleyball match breaks out, and coming up with it is Hunter. Fires it to long near baseline. Skips a pass on the baseline to Nickerson. And then bodies all over the place as they fight for the basketball. And we said they may have called a jump ball on the floor. We have a timeout. We have a timeout. And we'll take one, too. After these words by Los Cazadores. All right, welcome back. K-Mac here, Gym 4-2. Well, they brought in Dallin Anderson. They brought in Jalen Little Raven Oliver, Robert Ungren, and Dallin Anderson. And they really haven't played a whole lot, Jim. So it is a little question mark in your mind. Yeah, you brought him up, but with a depleted roster, why they're not using him?
Well, sometimes they just bring them up to bring them up.
Here's Dunning for 3. No good. Champ will get the offensive rebound. Goes up and is whacked on the play by Candango and scores. Well, 47-22. Went to see why they're ranked number 15 in the RPI rating is simply because, well, they got a 6'7" guy patrolling in the box. Looks like a number 3. That's what they have up to. Yep. 31. They gave it 31. I don't know. I don't have the answers for everything. Here's a steal, and here's Nickerson scoring. 49-22. 4:24 to go in the third quarter. Right on top for the Bremerton Knights is Kyle Brown is in the ball game now.
That's the freshman.
And Peets will lay a 3, miss everything, and goes out of bounds.
He got blocked. That's why he's looking at the referee.
47-22. Nickerson far side gets a long pass down, just kind of goes into the paint, misses the lay-in, and the Knights will yank down the rebound. Long outlet pass to Candango, takes a big 1-2 and scores. Candango 8 points here tonight. Those are the gap. 50-24. Knights with a steal. Homer for 3. Ball tapped around after the rebound by Brown. The freshman goes up, has a shot blocked. Saving from going out of bounds is Long. Gets it to Hunter, who walks with the basketball, I do believe, or is there a timeout?
Timeout.
And we will step aside as well. We'll be back after these words by Chiropractic Lifestyle Center. K-Mac Gym 410. Well, Jim, you've been watching a lot of Bremerton basketball over the years, and everybody has their down swings, and they have to start to find players to get back on the roster that can make you competitive again. You were telling me that the next year could be a swing in that direction.
Oh, and most definitely. Those boys coming out of Mountain View just blew away the league. And, yeah, they're going to be, it's like when D'Angelo and Kanye and those came in, they'll be dealing with bigger boys, but they're down as 8th graders, down playing in the Sheridan against high school boys, and they're the top team down there. So they just have Maya Son's on there, but it's not just Maya Son. They just have a rhythm to each other. They're going up this weekend Port Angeles to play in the qualifier for middle school state championship.
Get to what?
So I anticipate that at least 3, maybe 4 of those guys will be starting next year. Some of these guys who think they got guaranteed spots next year might only guarantee maybe sitting on the bench.
And they're finding themselves having to work a lot harder in practice to supersede what the new guys have to offer. Here is the Port Angeles Rough Riders on radio going from our left to our right. On video, quite evident. Bucker Nickerson, far side, trying to post up Hunter, can't do so. Knight's in his own defense. And a pass to the near side, trying to get it to Hope, who has drained 4 threes here tonight. Deflected out of play by Boomer into the Port Angeles Rough Riders bench. Easton Albaugh has checked in. He hit a big 3 to wind down the first quarter of play. That was kind of a dagger early on. Nickerson will up big, drive in from 18, goes 19, and a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Bremerton Knights.
Another factor of that team, too, is Kyle Brown is on the floor right now. The freshman.
That's a big pressure. Boomer out on top. The ball jabbed away by Nickerson. It's shoved by Nickerson. No foul called. Rebound and boomerang back in the front court. Fired underneath the near baseline to Kendengo, but it will sail by him and out of bounds.
That's Trenton Ballmer's 3rd turnover of the game.
And that's a mustard on it as well. Albaugh will finally get her into the hands of Brian Hope. There was an offensive good defense the last 3 trips down by the Bremerton Knights defense. Trailing at 50-24 with 2:38 to go here in the third quarter of play. Brown gives it to Peets. Gives it to Boomer to lay play catch. Swing the ball around back to Brown. Good defense down here by Albaugh. Kendengo at the free throw, and it goes in from 10 feet and hits. Nice job by Peets. 50-26. Long pass down to Hunter for long 3 off the back iron over the backboard stanchion and out of bounds. Knights basketball. Knights trying to make a run here to wind down the third quarter of play. And if they can get down a little bit of run to pull this thing within the 15-14 point range before the third quarter's over, they can have a shot. And knocking out the Port Angeles Rough Riders. Olympic is taking on North Kitsap tonight. That's almost a foregone conclusion. And a turnover by the Knights. They fire it near the baseline to Boomer, and then the pass dips by him and out of bounds. Long will break pressure. He gives it up to Serena. Back out on top to Long. 1:44 to go here in the third quarter of play. Inside is Serena. They'll get it to a nice spin around move by the big man, Champ, who scores. Nice move. Good footwork inside by Champ as well. 52-26, steal by the Rough Riders, and driving in is Nickerson, and he is fouled from behind.
Yeah, Trayvon Pence angry that he got picked, and so he took it out on the aggressive foul.
Little shove behind for added measure. Why can't we be friends? There it is. 52-26. Had that old
friends after the game, enemies during the game.
All that song raising in my head. So it's a lot of room for it to bounce around in there. Yeah, it was a poor sport too a long time ago. Still am to some degree. But I've broadcasting over the last long time now as a curved some of my some of that. Not much, but just a little. 53-26. As Nickerson knocks down 1 or 2. Peace with the basketball, putting it 53-26. 1:15 to go. Christian will pop one out to Kendengo for his shot, a three-pointer. Rebound comes down in the hands of Fulmer, who can't handle the rebound, goes off him, and he'll look at his palms going, "You let me down. You let me down again." It's Port Angeles basketball. Pitching backcourt pressure by our Knights is Hope. To Nickerson, to Champ. Over to Serena. Has the ball jammed away. Champ will get it, just bulldozes his way in, hand it off on the baseline to Nickerson. Swirls one up with a nice spinning shot off the window and hits. So Nickerson adds another 2. 55 to 26. Ball blocked by the Knights, controlled by the Rough Riders.
Actually, I gotta say that was an impressive block by he was up.
I think the Knights finally, I can't, just pretty sure how to put this, but I think they finally get a little fire underneath themselves with some of this physical play here in the third. 55 to 26. Beats. Shot by Peets. Ricochets off the front rim to the hands of Brown. Now controlled by the Knights. Peets back on top. 9 seconds to go. They play for the last shot here in the third. Christian on the baseline, double teamed. Now on top to Peets. Swings the near side to Bowman for 3. Leaves it short. Rebound pulled down by Brian Hope. We are through 3 at Leslie Thorne Gym in Ken Mills Court. It's the Rough Riders 55 and the Knights 26. We'll be back in the third quarter in 30 seconds on your Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network.